There's always bantering. There should always be bantering.
The good bantering did not get. That's not part of it now.
No,
You skipped over it? All
all
right.
that stuff we just talked. We just spent that half hour talking
That was
about
the
all
best
that really
fucking show ever.
The banter show?
What was that line from Happy Days? Oh, enough pictures with the lens cap on. Okay, so this is one that this has blew my mind. Okay, so before we get going on this, I read this. There's a principal in New York. She's some kind of crazy lady who banned pencils because she doesn't want kids to fix mistakes.
Oh, I heard about that. I think there was a teacher. It was a teacher. It was a teacher.
How does that solve anything if they don't have fucking erasers? Why don't you just take erasers away from them?
Well, no, pencils have erasers. I mean, what kind of pencil do you have?
A golf pencil.
Well, most
doesn't have
kids
an eraser.
chew the fucking erasers off their pencils
What?
nowadays.
Wait, what school? Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
The class you were in when you got there on that really short bus and you got out.
Can
and
we
you
start
guys were in the
over?
basement?
I don't want that to get on the air. Can we start over?
Yeah. When you guys were in the basement, is that what you guys had for lunch?
When you
Erasers.
and when you get off the bus, you were wearing headphones like this, so you don't hear, so you don't get distracted by noises.
What, you don't want to hear all the kids have extra large erasers upstairs, not in the basement though.
So I thought there was a teacher somewhere that they wanted to get fired because the teacher was out of control, and
No, there's all sorts of that stuff.
Okay,
But
yeah.
yeah, this particular one, I think it was in New York. Yeah, and she's very, very intense on no fixing mistakes.
But that's how you learn. I would say, man, but don't you learn from your mistakes?
So she's a politician. She's a senator then.
Yeah,
Because they took all the pencils away from the senators.
Noblemen and senators.
no, they did not.
No.
I was going to say, Jesus, I was afraid they're going to stab themselves. No, I just thought that was really weird. Like you're teaching someone that they could never make a mistake.
I love pencils. I'd rather write with a pencil than a pen.
You know
My
what?
handwriting
I'm
is
torn.
way fucking better with the pencil, and I don't understand it. I'm not kidding you.
I was kind of a fan of the pencil.
Does your handwriting look different when you write with a pencil versus a pen, or is it identical?
I don't know.
think
How would I know?
My handwriting has gotten worse over the years, so now it's looks like a schizophrenia.
Mine with
Yeah.
a pen is horrible. With a pencil, I look like I'm a normal person.
Yes.
You have
It's all
the
for
writing of
facade.
William,
Insane.
the writing of William Shakespeare. You write with a pencil. It's the King.
No,
King's English.
Oh, when I write with a quill, it's even
Quill,
better.
the quill. That's what we need. A quill. We need to bring back the quill. You dip it in the ink with the large feather.
Oh, speaking of quills and like back in the day, did you see that those two actors from Romeo and Juliet, they're in their 70s now? The original Romeo and Juliet
I saw
movie, in 1968, I guess she showed her boobs and
Her boobs.
and I don't know what I guess his rear end or something, his butt.
And they were underage.
Well, she was 15 and he was 16. So
Right,
yeah.
right. And now.
Oh, that's suing. Yeah, they're
now
suing.
they're suing.
Isn't the statute of limitations up on that one?
Well, that's not a thing though.
how
with
far can
this.
you go back?
But I mean, at what point did somebody tell them that they couldn't? I mean, are they that desperate for money? I don't understand it.
Wait,
I
so
mean,
I think it's
so they
not
just had
for
it-
money.
they
I
just-
think it's more they're
It's
trying
the,
to.
it's the principle of it.
Yeah, and they're trying to set a precedent because they're like.
Oh, precedent.
50
But
years later.
what about Brooke Shields though? She was naked when she was like 14
Blue
or 15
Lagoon.
in Blue Lagoon.
Blue Lagoon. Yeah.
I guess it's going to be a class action suit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember the Andrews sisters. They had to like lift their dress when they were dancing in front of the World War II servicemen. I think we should exhume her body and bring bring.
Well, I'm sure she's got family.
Someone. I'm sure someone wolf whistled her at some point at the Army base in 1938. So we should investigate that.
You know what? I don't understand any of it.
She's been objectified.
It's like
We just
the
stopped
dude
that.
that sued Nirvana when he was an infant.
Oh,
for
yeah.
that picture in the pool.
You see
What?
that famous
Yeah,
photo,
they
the,
threw it out.
their Nirvana cover album, like the baby who's coming
He
up
called
from the
it.
pool.
Yeah, he was fine with it for his whole life, and then he's like, "Wait a minute, I can make some money off of this."
Well, I mean, you can't blame him for that. So but
How do they prove that was his tushy?
no, it was his face. I think it was his face.
No,
It was a tushy. It was a tushy of the kid. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know.
No,
I
the
remember
album
the
cover. He's
cover.
completely naked.
Oh,
It was
that's
a
right.
Baby in
It was a
the
baby.
pool.
He's like 2.
No, he wasn't even 2. He was like 1 year. He was
one-
one.
Yeah,
It
it's not
wasn't
like
even
it's
one.
Not,
He
he's, not,
was-
he's 9. Come on.
No, but I mean, it's a naked. It was a naked baby in the pool.
Let's just get over it. All babies look the same.
But he sued because it said it was child pornography.
Yeah.
That'd be the funniest thing in the. What are you suing for? He was a baby. No, I'm sorry, he's 11. Yeah, he was 11. That was really weird.
The defense. I'm calling. If I'm defending that case, I'm calling in an expert. I'm like, Jerry Sandusky, can you look at this picture and tell us if this is Mr. Sandusky?
Sandusky.
Sandusky.
Is this dirty?
Hey, where is that guy?
He's in jail.
Yeah.
He is,
Prison.
okay.
He's in prison.
Yeah, he's in prison. I
Yeah.
think it's an unspecified prison.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Undisclosed
Yeah,
location.
undisclosed
Yeah.
location. Yeah.
Man, I was just thinking about that the other day because the Penn State game the other night.
Oh yeah.
And I was thinking about that, and I could not, and I was wondering, he did get arrested, he did go to jail,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He's
I don't remember the outcome of that. I just remember being like, Jesus.
I don't think he could get off. Oh, wait, sorry, that was wrong. No, I think he's big time. Yeah, they put him in. I thought we mentioned this, but yeah, they put him in a place where nobody knows. So I guess I don't know.
Well, he's got to be in solitary confinement because if he was in general population, I mean, he'd be.
Well, he's not in solitary
I still don't think that's real. I don't believe that criminals get pissed off about worse, like really bad criminals. I don't believe like a murderer is in there going, oh, I'm gonna fuck up that child
That's a thing in
molester.
prison. It is.
Yeah, it's called. They got nicknames for those guys.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's a real thing. It's called short eyes. Like if you're short eyes, which means that you're a child molester. Oh yeah, there's a special target on your back. Trust me. Yeah.
So
coming for you.
there's like a motto, a credo in the
an
prison,
an ethos.
that puts that there's a hierarchy of prisoners. like oh, what are you? I'm a murderer. Okay, you're all right. And I'm a rapist. Oh,
it's
you're
different.
Get over there.
It's
Go stand
different.
against the wall.
It's different. Every prison I've been in, it's different.
Like so,
It's a state by state thing.
Yeah.
So
now,
when I
cell
was in
block A is
prison,
different than cell block B.
That's not a
I've
thing.
never been incarcerated.
Oh man, don't tempt fate, my friend. Do not tempt fate. Yeah.
I'm on this show. Anything could happen.
Yeah, this is kind of like, you know what? This is kind of like a prison. The basement is kind of prison-y. Yeah. You should have, you should have seen what it looked like after.
I've just been put on restrictions tonight, apparently. So yeah, I do feel like I've been rationed.
Oh yeah, we'll mention that. Yeah, it looked like a frat house after the last show, the extravaganza. There was so many beer bottles and wine bottles and bongs
And dildos.
There were dildos.
Now it's a
dildos,
monastery.
Masturbation sleeves. Yeah. Well, it's your fault, Ted. But we'll talk about that.
I still want to check out that store.
Oh,
What's the name of that store again?
Early to bed.
Early to bed. Yeah,
Early to bed.
in Andersonville.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get this thing started. We got a lot to cover today. All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Matt, and this is the Real Three Idiots podcast. With me, as always, is the only person on earth who thinks Rex Grossman was a decent quarterback, including his mother, Mark.
From Santa Claus, Indiana.
Really?
Jay Cutler was from Santa Claus.
There was a Santa Claus,
Rex
Indiana.
Grossman
Right.
was not from Santa Claus.
I thought Rex Grossman was from Santa Claus.
No. Jay Cutler was from Santa Claus. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, Rex Grossman was
Jay
from
Cutler's definitely a better
shitbag quarterback, Iowa.
He was not.
Yeah,
he
you
was
know
not a
that.
big
No.
quarterback.
Listen to me. That after he lost the 2005 Super Bowl, and this is true. This is 100% true. His mother disowned him and changed her last name. Yeah.
To Cutler.
Yeah.
Ted, no sport talk.
Yeah. No sport.
Oh, I have a Cutler jersey. He was number 6. And I have not done this yet, but I want to do it because I love the jersey. It's one of the throwback Bears jerseys.
Right.
I just want to take the C and turn it into a B.
But-
Because that was
Butler?
Butthead's number was 6.
Oh, Kevin Butler.
Kevin Butler.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah.
That would be
Good one. I
fucking
like
great.
That. That's pretty cool.
No niche sports talk. Nobody listening gives a shit. Nobody listening. Oh, by the way, what were the new countries? France
France and Nigeria.
and Nigeria.
Welcome.
Nobody in Nigeria gives a flying shit about Jay Cutler and the Chicago Bears. But hello, Nigeria.
Bears.
Good morning, Nigeria.
I didn't give a shit about him either, and I'm in Chicago.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. And the guy who made a horrible mistake and said he could do a show with no alcohol and it would be great, Teddy.
Yeah, in hindsight, I'd like to retract that statement. But happy 2023. Happy New Year, all.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
And looking forward to the first show of the year.
That's this.
Yes.
Okay.
Might not be the best show of the year. Because that would be a pretty high bar to
Wait,
set.
we already talked about this. We're not doing
not
these
gonna
fucking.
Not doing
New-
the first
New Year's,
the first time I burped on
But I do have to tell our listeners all over the world. Today's January 4th.
Yes, it is.
2 days ago was January 2nd, if my math is correct. In Chicago, January 2nd, where were the 3 idiots?
Golfing.
Golfing.
Yep. 3
In-
idiots.
in
on
Not,
the
no,
golf
no, no,
course.
no.
Chicago.
Not out of state,
Yeah.
but in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were golfing in Chicago. That was fucking awesome.
It was a really good time.
46 degrees, maybe 47.
2 weeks after a minus 35-degree day where you could literally die by being outside for more than 5 minutes. So, yeah, that was
And
a
I
big
believe
turnaround.
Ted had 5 pars.
Yeah, something insane like that. Yep. He covered his 23 strokes.
It was a DNF but, for all of us, but it was
And
fun.
Mark got a birdie.
Mark did get a birdie.
Oh yeah,
That's right,
yeah, I
yeah.
forgot
We
about
were there for
that.
that.
I played pretty fucking good, man.
You actually did really good. Okay, so if you listen to the extravaganza,
Oh!
Hey,
whoa, Jesus Christ! If you listen to the extravaganza, at one point my sister brought up about doing a show sober, so we're gonna try it. Right? Ted said he could do it. He said it'd be great. Yeah, so this is so funny. He walked downstairs. I had a little glass of water right by his chair, and he looks. He goes, "Oh," and he goes like this. He goes, "Oh, a glass of water for me." and he takes this tiny little drink, right? Like what he does when we're at the bar, he orders a Crown and Diet and a glass of water, and he has one tiny little drink of water, and never touches it again. And then he looks over, and there's this beautiful unopened bottle of Knob Creek just sitting about 5 feet away, and he walks over, he goes, "Oh, that's for me." And I actually slapped his hand. I actually slapped his hand. I go, "Nope." I said, "You're the dumbass who said that we should do a show, that you agreed that we could do a show sober. So this is completely sober. So if at any time Ted freaks out or becomes catatonic, it's because he probably hasn't gone this long without drinking since he was about 7 years old. Yeah, there you go. That's my
him
dog
barking right now for whiskey.
Yeah.
That's Ted barking for whiskey. You know, it's funny when you put that glass of water, he's probably thinking, man, you know what? Fucking Matt is so thoughtful. He knows I'm going to drink a lot tonight. Hydrate.
I was dehydrated a little bit, but thank you.
Yeah,
So,
but and Teddy, I will tell you this. We're going to go out after the show and have a few drinks. Is that okay?
I like that idea. Yeah,
Okay.
good idea. At least you make up for it. It's good, so.
Oh, man. Teddy probably didn't drink on the way here in the car just because he knew we were going to drink.
Yeah, let's not get crazy.
Hey, I don't remember Jackie suggesting this, and I don't remember Ted agreeing to it. I don't remember this. That was Jackie's idea?
Yeah, somebody, I think somebody
That's
had a
great.
question.
Thank you,
Somebody asked a
Jackie.
question that if we could do it sober, instead of, or why we drink all the time, or, during
Oh,
the show and
I
stuff.
did.
Yeah.
That was my question.
Of course we could do it.
Oh,
Oh, that's
right.
right. Yeah. You
No,
wrote
no,
the
no.
question.
I wrote the question, but I don't remember her suggesting that we actually follow through with that. I just said, how would the show be different if you didn't drink and Ted didn't drink? Would it be any different?
Of course we could do it. We're not one trick ponies. We can do anything we want
I'm sorry, I can't think about anything except beer.
within reason.
Yeah.
I got a headache.
Okay, so it was so funny that we talked about Sarah's sex toy store, because the first thing that I want to do before we get into Teddy's Teddy's
Tips for all.
is I
Tips
want to
for
make sure that you guys know. I heard about this over the break. Two things happened that I thought were crazy. Number one, a 400-pound Canadian woman. She was on a Tinder date, didn't get laid. She walked out, found it's 35 below zero in Canada at this time.
Mm-hmm.
She straddled a fire hydrant to try to excite herself
Really?
and got stuck.
Wow.
Yep, she got stuck.
This is real. This is true.
not
That's a true
true.
story. Yeah.
100% true.
Yeah.
100% true. She got stuck to the
Yeah.
fire hydrant.
Wow.
Matt's News of the Weird.
400 pounds. And then as the firemen came and were trying to get her unstuck, she complained that they needed to hurry up. And the fireman said, "Are you ready? Hey, we're going as fast as we can. Nobody ever trained to get a woman off a fire hydrant in the middle of the freezing weather."
Yeah, that's a new one. So that's
Yeah.
like, is that what? So that's like when you lick the pole and
Right.
your tongue sticks
Yeah,
to the pole,
but it
except
wasn't her
except something else
tongue.
stuck to the
Yeah,
stuck to
yeah.
the hydrant.
And then, you ready for this? In France, a guy walked into the emergency room and he had stuck in his ass an unexploded artillery shell that was, you ready, 8 inches long and 2 inches wide.
Wow.
And I know what you're thinking. That's insane, right?
Oh, my
except
God.
that last year, the same exact thing happened to a guy in England.
Wow.
He had
The same shell?
this.
Was that circa the Korean War or World War II? They have those.
They were World War II.
They still have those unexploded. They still have unexploded bombs, like throughout
Yeah,
France from
like-
World War II
So
and
it
World
could
War
have
I. and
detonated. So how the fuck
Yeah,
did
they
he get
had to
he
clear-
gingerly, he
Probably
took
to
his
call the
time.
probably to call the
took his
bomb
time
squad.
getting
That's called the
there.
bomb
They had
squad.
to clear the
Yeah.
hospital and call in the bomb squad while they took this thing.
No,
out
you
of
know what
his
you do?
ass.
You put him in a room, you shut the door with a microphone, and you just say, push, push, clear the building.
No, it's like the equivalent of, like, obviously you want it to be discreet because obviously it's a very embarrassing situation, but you have to kind of
Discreet?
let
There's
some.
no discreet.
Well, I mean, you're in the emergency room, but like they have
yeah.
to call in like multiple other parties. It's like if you go to the supermarket and you say and you have to buy some hemorrhoid medication, and they say, "Oh, we need to check on this preparation H at the at register 1," and everyone's like, "These extra small condoms, we don't. Are these out of stock? Are they? The barcode's not coming up on these."
That's when Ted says, oh, wait, this isn't hand lotion? My bad. I didn't want this.
So listen, so just as a little deal here, go to earlytobed.com and find something that you're supposed to put in your butt. Okay?
Safely.
Safely. Right. Things that belong in your butt.
And
Not
something
like
you're supposed to sit on.
No, well, didn't we
Not
talk
a
about
fire hydrant.
Didn't we talk about
Not
that
a
show
fire
where there's a
hydrant.
flange on the
Butt plug to
anal,
keep it going up your-
anal material,
Yeah.
the anal toys, so it doesn't go all the
Right.
way up your rectum.
so
you don't have
you
to
know
go to
what?
the emergency room.
If that guy would have just, attached some sort of a flange on there, he'd have been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all about the flange.
Yeah. Except that he was at home sticking World War II artillery shells up his ass, and that was his idea of a good time.
I don't even know.
There must not have been anything good on Netflix that night.
It's hard, right? It's difficult to fathom. Okay, before we get to Ted's tips, I need to let you know that we are changing it up a little bit. Okay, folks on our social media have been complaining a little bit that Teddy kind of repeats his tips. And yeah, Mark and I agree.
Well, maybe someone's hearing it for the first time, but I agree with that. Yeah. So
No one's hearing it for the first time. So in order to fix that, we're changing up Ted's tips for 20s to just plain Ted's tips.
But you know what?
tips for all. Tips for all.
Ted's tips.
Yeah.
That's it. Just Ted's
In
tips.
Ted's defense, though, he is a dad, so he has a tendency to repeat himself.
Yeah. Stop it. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, so each week we'll be taking suggestions from the folks on our social media for what Teddy should be tipping. And we already have a bunch of stuff because, like I said, Teddy's the most popular guy on social media. So people have already given us tons and tons of ideas, and we're going to use those ideas. But if you have something, get on to our TikTok, our Instagram, our Facebook. Send us emails or 3certifiedidiots at gmail.com. Send us anything, and we will have Teddy tip it. And this way, we're going to tell him ahead of time, okay? And then he'll have one entire week to not do anything.
They can catch us on our website, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I totally forgot about that. What's our website, Mark?
TheReal3Idiots.com.
The Real 3 Idiots.
The number 3. The Real 3, number 3.
Idiots.com. Yeah, so hit us up on our website. There's a little thing that says like, do you have a question or something?
Contact us.
Contact us, and you can do it from there.
Yeah, I
that'd
think
be
that's a great idea. I'd love to have show or multiple shows where we're actually discussing matters or subject material that's strictly audience suggestions, tips. Yeah, I love that.
Well, today's is too.
Okay.
The pressure's off. The pressure's off him because.
Well, yeah, if the pressure's off him to not do anything for 1 week and sit here in 3 minutes with a pen and a paper. Yeah.
I like this.
All right, so let me do our sponsor, and then we've got something special. We got a little song. Yeah, and then you'll be all set to go, Teddy. And then you'll have to tell everybody what the tip is for. Not now. Just wait till after, okay? Wait till after I do this. All right. From BS Books and Half-Ass Learning comes a book that will change your life, The Supreme Court for Dummies. Are you running for a Supreme Court position, but you aren't hideously bigoted, homophobic, live in the past, or aren't just insanely unqualified? This book is for you. This book will help you roll back women's rights, treat marginalized people like second-class citizens, and make sure you don't have or develop any empathy ever. The Supreme Court for Dummies will make sure that you see basic human rights as a thing of the past. Don't let good judgment, compassion, or the law stop you from being on the Supreme Court. Get the Supreme Court for Dummies today, and let the people with no voice know you don't give a shit.
Nice.
Oh, man.
I went to check that book out, but the Park Ridge Library was already checked out.
Was it? Yeah, you know what? It's going to be very, very popular.
They don't have the Dewey Decimal System there either, so it's very hard to find.
I remember the Dewey Decimal System.
Let's be. Hey, you want to do it alphabetically? Nope. You want to do it by title? Absolutely not. Topic? No. How about random weird numbers that no one knows except a librarian?
Yeah, or how about the other one, the microfiche? Microfiche.
That's job security, right? That's job security.
News.
If you use the Dewey Decimal System, you can either walk back and forth endlessly through a library, which I don't know if anybody even goes to anymore.
We all had to learn that in school, though.
Oh yeah, we got tested.
I know.
At the world's worst library teacher ever. We talked about it though. Yeah, world's worst ever. Okay, Teddy, are you ready for your awesome song?
Yes, I am, but
Okay.
I'm not singing it. Hopefully,
Oh God, no! Not after the one time I heard you sing
I
it.
wish we had background music though.
Well, isn't
I
that kind
got
of
it.
cheating?
Yeah.
Okay,
that could be a copyright infringement.
okay. Mark, hit it.
Ted's got tips, and I'm not lying. And Ted's losing control. 'Cause the tips that Ted's supplying, they're terrifying.
You better speak up, 'cause I need a tip, and my heart is set on yours. You better speak up, 'cause it's going bad. Please don't leave me wanting more. Please don't leave me wanting more. You got the tips that I want. Come on, Teddy, now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You got the tips that I want. Come on, Teddy, now. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Nice. Wow, that's pretty impressive.
We've been practicing
Nice.
all year for this.
Yep. Oh, man. I thought we weren't going to do that.
Ooh, the whole year working on that
two
one.
drink minimum. So, no, I got. I got to admit, John Travolta back in the day, he was. I'm not. I'm just going to give him his props. You know, he was a ridiculously good-looking guy. You know, like he was in Greece. And I'll be honest with you, I still sometimes watch the clip of him with Olivia Newton-John in Greece, like on the beach.
Oh,
like
she was
Summer
super
Love.
hot.
I love that.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, I don't
Both
like
of
it
them were
till
super hot.
I don't
Both of
like
them
it till
were super
she's already she's dressed up in those black yoga pants or
Oh
stretch
yeah,
pants.
yeah.
Yeah, once that gets going, they had me hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like them demure. What's that line from Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Slut, them slut.
Demure. No, slutty. Very slutty.
She showed that side of her. So
Yeah. Okay.
Rest in peace.
Ted,
Yeah.
what is your topic for today?
Well, it's kind of a general topic, but I can expand on it a little bit. So
What
stop me, Sam.
what did someone want you to give a tip on, Ted?
Nobody give me any feedback.
Are you fucking high right now?
I might
No.
be.
Ted, I told you that the tip you were going to give was where to take someone on a first date.
Oh, that's right. That's right. First date tip. Yes. Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on a
I
second.
wrote that down, but I didn't write it in that context. I thought we were just going to discuss that in an ancillary way, not the actual tip itself.
I can't believe you fucked this up.
You have to be very specific.
This is impossible.
I can adjust. I can adjust.
I'm
adjust.
hyperventilating right
Put
now.
your Ted, put your pen down. I don't even know why I gave you a pen. It's
First
it's,
date
you know what? You know what?
I was wondering
It's
what
like
he's
giving a
writing all the time.
computer
He's
a
like
chip.
thinking I got to come up with a tip. And
No, I got it. It's easy.
Yes,
It's easy.
it's like giving a chimp a computer.
Yeah. So here's what I'll give you a better tip.
Hold on. No. The tip that the person sent us something, and they said I want to know
First
a
date.
tip from Ted where to take someone on a first.
I will
date.
tell you right now. I will tell that person right now.
Okay.
May I speak? Okay, first let me start by saying the tip, where to take someone on a first date. First let me tell you where not to take them. Do not take them. Do not take them to a movie. Because the whole standard, let's go to dinner and a movie is like the worst possible thing you could do because it's the end of the day. You know, let's assume we all work for a living. So, okay, you got this hot date lined up. It's 7 o'clock. So you've just worked all day. So now you got to run home, shower, change, put on that whole dog and pony show when you're meeting someone for the first time. And now you're going to go to dinner.
Wait, does that imply that like the third and fourth date, you just come all scuzzy and sweaty right from the gym?
Chew with your mouth open. Yeah, no. So, anyway, so no, we're trying to make that good first impression on the first date. Yeah, but it's counterintuitive because we've been beaten into our heads for years. Oh, dinner and a movie, blah, blah, blah. But here's the bad thing with that. Okay, you go to dinner. Assuming it's the end of the day, you're tired. You have this, let's assume you have like a reasonable meal. Now you're more tired. Now you're gonna go see a 2-hour movie, and now you have to sit next to the person without talking to them for 2 hours.
Oh, you save
The
that
person
for
you're
after you've been married for 20 years. That's
Yes.
perfect.
If you want to ignore your spouse, then you go to the
Honey, we're going to a 7-hour movie. It's going to be the highlight of my
We're gonna
life.
watch Dances with Wolves 3 times.
Best date
and
ever.
the English
It's a
Patient.
9-hour nap.
Yeah, watch the English Patient if you need to fall asleep within 20 minutes.
I don't like those kind of movies.
Yeah, anyway.
Okay, so don't take them to.
Don't take them to the movie.
Okay.
Don't take them to the movie.
Okay, so
where you take them is,
Yes.
and it's super simple. Like, best time to meet for a date, first date, morning, Dunkin' Donuts or a Starbucks or just like a local coffee house. Because you know why? Number one, you just wake up, you're refreshed, you shower up, you throw on your some sweatpants. Woman throws on some nice yoga pants, and
You're going to go to a first date.
Absolutely. Listen,
In sweatpants.
And listen. Not sweatpants. I mean, they could be nice sweatpants. They could be.
Not sweatpants. Nice sweatpants.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you ever heard the expression?
Nice sweatpants? No, I've never heard that.
Have you ever heard the
I've never heard that
expression?
before
I've
in my
heard
life.
somebody say, "Hey, nice sweatpants."
Wait.
But
Oh,
never,
Ted,
nice
that guy was. You know what, Mark? Good job, Ted. That guy was making fun of you.
Okay. You ever heard the expression Mark, that you could put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig?
Yeah.
With sweatpants.
Yeah. The point I'm trying to make is that if this other significant other that you're going on a date with, man or woman, is interested. I'm not saying we're like ripped sweatpants with like spaghetti stains on it, or like you just had pizza on it.
Casual,
the other night.
just
Yeah,
comfortable and
Yeah,
casual,
and plus, don't forget this too. In the morning, women's estrogen and men's testosterone levels are elevated, so they're more focused.
Yeah.
And it's really because the first date is really more about a get to know you, meet and greet. So the amenities around you are really immaterial. So yeah, maybe take a walk on a nature trail if the weather's nice. Meet for coffee. But yeah, going on that date late in the day after work. And you got to put in your best effort, and especially with that silly movie thing, it's just counterintuitive to what you should be doing because you're trying to get to know the person. It's not really about where you are, it's about the company you keep. But you want to have that rapport with them. So yeah, I think that just that early, there's no pressure, and think because if it's a dud, you got it over with first thing in the morning. It's like getting a shot at the doctor, right? It's over with. You don't have to think about it, and you can go on with your day.
How was it? How was a date? It was a lot like when I got that shot at the doctor.
Exactly. Rabies shots.
Got it over with.
Rabies shots.
I have to tell you, my first date with my wife of 20 years now was a movie and dinner.
Okay, well that's okay. That's okay
Do you
though.
want to know what
Don't
movie
you-
it was?
Yeah, what movie was
I
it?
spit on your grave. Say it.
That was a good movie, by the way.
If you say Dances with Wolves, I will
I
laugh
won't
my
say
ass
that.
off. All right, what was it?
movie was it? It was
Oh man,
There's Something About Mary.
something about Mary. Yeah, I
It's been
love
out for
that.
20
Yeah.
years. Yeah, that's a great
Well,
movie.
no, that movie was in 1998.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it was before we were married, but
Oh, that was your first date, huh? So,
Yeah,
you went, so
yeah.
was, did you go like? What did you remember? Was it like a weekday, like after work?
no,
or
it was
planned or
you know what? It was a Saturday night.
okay.
Yeah, we saw it downtown at the theater on Ohio Street,
Oh, nice.
and then went to that Mexican joint right down there.
So did you actually see her in person before you had that first?
Yeah,
date?
we met at a Cubs game.
Okay.
After a Cubs game.
Okay, so you had seen
yeah.
her.
So
okay.
yeah, no, actually, yeah. So we actually spent some time together.
Okay, so I'm not-
at the bar and stuff. Like
Okay,
that.
so I'm not counting that. I'm talking about if you're seeing
But this
someone.
was a true first date.
Yeah,
but
that's-
no,
yeah.
you're right though.
No,
I
that's-
like your
for the
idea. I
first
like your
time.
idea
Yeah.
a
I mean,
lot.
think about it. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
you go see the movie anytime
Breakfast
you want.
in the morning, first thing in the morning.
Yeah, a light breakfast,
A lot of
something
people, yeah.
something where you're active, where you're walking, you're talking, because that actually takes the nerves away too. You know, like people who are naturally nervous around meeting new people. If you're walking and moving around, it kind of takes the jitters away.
No,
But Ted's my go-to first date was always a movie
Okay.
for everybody.
Yeah.
The funniest thing was I took a girl to go see. You ready?
Oh God,
Mm.
go ahead.
So she was like a year younger than me. She wasn't really up to Boogie Nights.
About
Yeah,
the
the porn movie,
The
yeah,
porn
the
movie.
So
porn
we
movie,
get
yeah.
into Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
And it's like that opening scene with
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
yes, Mark Wahlberg.
You mean Dirk Diggler?
And- yeah.
Dirk Diggler.
Oh, when he
and
shows
Burt
everybody he's got a
Reynolds when
giant
he's
dick.
like, yeah, when he's like,
Oh, I thought
when
that was
he-
the last scene. I thought that was the last
well,
scene.
no, it
that's-
opened like that. He shows
Oh.
him his enormous member.
Enormous.
So she looks at me and she says, "What kind of movie did you take me to?"
Yep.
And I go, "It's Marky Mark. It's Burt Reynolds." I'm like, "No good." She's like, "No good." So we got up and we
Okay.
went to the theater next door and saw fucking some
SpongeBob,
some girl movie.
which is
No.
still the best movie
no,
ever
Girl
made.
movie.
something
about
with
Mary?
the pants with the that
Oh, the traveling pants.
that's a traveling pants movie.
Coyote Ugly? Oh, I don't
No,
know.
it's actually something about the traveling pants or something like
I
that.
swear to God, but she looks at me and goes, "What kind of movie?" I was like, and then the next day I had to go fucking see that movie because that's a great movie.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so you know what, Teddy? I can't see. This is okay, and this is different between drunk Ted and sober Ted. That this was a coherent thought that makes sense. So look at you, Ted.
So here's a bonus tip.
Oh God.
Here's a bonus tip.
Oh,
okay?
you're gonna ruin it.
And I'm not saying this applies to me or anybody in this room, but a drunk smart guy is still smarter than a sober stupid guy. Just remember that.
sometimes they're one
No,
and the
don't-
same.
Yeah, don't remember that, folks. Do not remember that. Okay. Do you guys go to church at all? Mark, you go to church?
Church of the Poisoned Mind.
I
Love that. It's like the church of the.
not
Karma
anymore.
Chameleon?
We did when the kids were younger, you know. But I converted. I was born and raised one side, and then I kind of went to the other side.
So you mean the Democrat to Republican?
No,
What's
close.
how
I was
can there
I
be
was
two
born. I was
sides?
born Roman Catholic. I was raised
Now
Roman
you're-
Catholic, and now Lutheran.
How is that the other side?
It's watered down Catholicism. It's awesome.
But it's not the other side. It's the same side of a coin. It's just a different corner
It's
of
a
it.
lot different.
Well, I was born a Calvinist, but now I'm a Seventh Day Adventist.
Yeah, that would
so
be,
I mean,
yeah.
so it's a little confusing, you know.
Oh my God, you are so full of shit. Okay, so you guys know that sometimes churches move from locations, right? I mean, there's lots of good reasons.
and their tax exemptions move with them.
no,
Well,
I
that's
mean,
why I don't go to church anymore. They moved. We couldn't find them.
right. Sometimes you move like the building has problems. Sometimes there's a fire or natural disaster.
Sometimes Joel Osteen doesn't open his door for people who had a major flood in the area, you know,
Right.
until he's forced to.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
slut shamed into it.
And
Yeah, I know what you mean.
sometimes, yeah, and sometimes your church advocates hateful homophobic ideals and gets protested every single day. Welcome to the Steadfast Baptist Church in Hurst, Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, yeah. So their church basically is. If you get online, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing
Oh,
stuff.
they have an online presence.
Of course they do. Yeah, and
What's this called again? I'm going to write this down.
the Steadfast Baptist Church in Hurst, Texas.
STEAD
That's their
Fast Baptist.
Yep. And there's some sweet pastors there who are spreading Jesus' love by advocating, are you ready for this? Killing gay people.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Isn't that nuts? And he also, now this one was funny, I thought, because he's trying to make a good analogy, right? Trying to prove a point. He said he would rather eat Indian food with ranch dressing, barf it up, and eat it again, rather than have butt sex with a dude. That was his.
Well,
That was part of his sermon.
But you don't,
That's
but,
what he talked
but you don't
to
have to do either.
That is
You don't have
that
to do
was
either
part of his
because
sermon.
we have free will. You don't have
Right.
to. You don't have like I said. You don't have to agree with certain segments of the population how they live their life. You just don't have to partake in it. So no one's forcing him to do that.
Well, here's my problem. I don't like Indian food at all.
I'm
I
pretty
like-
sure
I like
Jesus
curry.
was against killing, no matter what the reasons for.
Well, I mean, not if you have to eat Indian
I know, I'm
food.
pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
That's
was there even Indian food back
It's a
then?
strange analogy. I'm surprised he didn't say like Korean food or
That was his choice. But now, surprisingly, they lost their lease and they cannot find a place. So every time they try to find a new place, no one will rent to them or lease to them. And they are getting upset because they are not able to find a place to get people together to preach their hate.
well,
Which-
it sounds like they didn't lose their lease. They lost their way, as Jesus would say.
Whoa. Damn, Ted. Sober Ted is. You are just awesome. I love Sober Ted.
You know what they're probably going to do? They're probably have to buy some land on the side of a mountain somewhere in Utah and build their own compound like David Koresh. You know,
Yeah.
you know how that one ended.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
You know how that one ended. Yeah.
He did build his own, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he basically he kind of had the Jesus look, played the guitar, and then he went ape shit, and the ATF had to go in there and
Didn't he just
fire him.
like fill the place with chicks and bang them all?
Yeah, he could like Charles Manson. You could just do that without the religious angle. But yeah, if the
Wait,
woman
was
thinks you're
was that in Waco, Texas?
that was Waco, Texas.
that
Yeah,
was in
back years.
Waco,
And
yeah.
they remember he wouldn't come out of the
So
compound.
it
and they had
kind
to
of
go
was
in
in the
there.
count. Yeah, you're right. He did. That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I guess the message here is if you have a unique style of Jesus and religion people.
And this is Texas too.
Yeah, this is Texas.
I'm sure it's just a coincidence because we love Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I love Texas.
Yeah, all my exes live in Texas. That's why I reside in Tennessee. But yeah, so I guess they're going to have to find a place and build it. But yeah, there's your message, man.
Yeah,
if
the
you have a unique message, you're
Yeah.
going to find it's going to be hard. Like Sarah said, she had trouble finding a place to sell her sex toys. This guy
Yeah.
has the same problem.
Pretty sure it's a little different, but
Yeah, well, except he's just wants to promote hate.
Well, she was on the cutting edge of something that people didn't really understand before. But this group in Texas is obviously not on the cutting edge of anything. So
Well,
yeah.
I think they're on the cutting edge of being complete and total assholes. Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Are you guys ready for this? Teddy, Mark, Elon Musk is looking for a new CEO. Please take your time, gentlemen. Plead your case for the job. Who wants it?
We're referring to Twitter now.
Twitter.
wait.
Yes.
Oh, for Twitter, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Ted, what qualifies you to be the CEO of Twitter?
Well, there's a lot of misinformation out there.
And you're part of it.
And,
Excellent.
and I'm going to be the one who determines what's misinformation, what's real information,
Feed
because
me,
because
Teddy.
because whoever says I know about misinformation first, they're definitely telling the truth. As long as you're the first one to say that I'm the misinformation police,
Right.
that means everything you say is truthful, correct?
Okay.
Oh, that's just a joke. No, that's actually not true at all.
You know, man, I think that you're onto something with him buying Twitter for what, a couple $100,000,
44
200,
44
$200,000?
billion,
$54,000.
54,000.
Yeah.
54,000.
Trillion.
So he buys Twitter, and then he decides he doesn't want to buy Twitter. Then they take him to court, and before it gets that far, he says, "All right, fine, I'll fucking buy it." So he buys it, right? Decides to step down as CEO if everybody suggests that that's what he should do, and he did. So now he's looking for a new one.
Right.
So
And
you
why?
asking Ted and I to kind of do our spiel to become the new CEO, I think you're onto something. I think that's exactly what he wants, because I think he wanted just to shut it down in the first place. I think he bought it to shut it down.
Really?
Yeah,
To sabotage it?
because you said that he's actually not smart.
No, Ted
But
said
he's-
he's not smart.
Somebody said
I never said that.
He's very intelligent. I mean,
I think he's on the spectrum. I think, but he's
Well,
like,
yeah.
I think he's like, I don't want to say like Asperger's, but
socially-
he's
Oh,
high-
you know what,
he's high
Johnny? I think it was
Can't say that
last
anymore.
show that Johnny said he was not smart. Johnny. Yeah,
That's
remember?
who it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
John said that. So
Yep.
John said he's not smart, like he has high intellect, but he just doesn't make good, normal, like everyday common sense decisions. He's not good around people, all this and all that.
But you know what, when
I
you
don't
have
think
when you
he's
have 20
stupid. He didn't spend that money.
when you have $20 billion,
Right.
you can afford a lot of missteps in life. Just
He's
to
got
be-
way
just
more
to
than
be fair.
$20 billion.
When you have $200 billion, I know Tesla stock has gone down recently, but you know what the old joke is: if you're poor, you're crazy; if you're rich, you're eccentric.
Yeah, but he's not. He's rich, but he's not dumb in the way that he handled this transaction. Twitter's not worth that much money. In fact, Twitter's not worth anywhere near that much money.
Well, Tesla's
He-
not worth that much
Yeah,
money.
but Twitter, it's not worth the amount of money he paid for it.
right.
So why did he pay for it? Because he's stupid? No. Why did he just fuck everything up and decide to step down? Because he's stupid? No. This is intentional. So he's gonna hire me, and that shit's gonna go down like a fucking Led Zeppelin.
So, so you're saying you want the job so you can fuck it up And
I would be perfect. I would be perfect.
like a
for his
Trojan
goal. I would
horse.
meet every goal that he's setting.
to not
Crash and burn Twitter. I couldn't put up with this shit. I would just be like, say whatever the fuck you want. I don't care.
Oh man, but that would make Twitter awesome.
I hate Twitter.
I know. I don't.
I've never actually been on Twitter.
I'm not a.
I hate
Yeah,
it.
I've read some Twitter quotes, but I've
Sometimes
actually
you
never
have
signed
to
up
be
for
on
it.
Twitter to keep up with things
Yeah.
that, because people use Twitter now like they started using Facebook.
Well,
like
Trump-
if
well,
you
Trump was
weren't
using
on
Twitter.
it, you didn't know what the fuck was going
Trump
on.
was using Twitter almost every day during his presidency until they banned him. And then I think Elon Musk, when he bought the company, he actually fired the head of the not the compliance, but whoever does the censoring, who decides what's misinformation, what's not misinformation. He fired that person like immediately. I think he fired like half the company.
Well, first of all, there was
immediately.
like 10,000 of those people.
But how could you even tell what's real and what's not real anymore?
Well, that's why we're here.
There's algorithms.
Because we know what's real.
Yeah, but
we know what's real.
but honestly, I mean, you got Carrie Lake saying before the election starts in Arizona that if she wins, it was okay. If she loses, it was obviously fraud. We still have people. There's still the representative from Illinois, Mary Miller, is still to this day like a lot of people saying that Trump should be our president. Yeah. So I mean, what's real and what's not real? People still
I think
watch
that's
that.
changing now. I think it's changing a lot. I think the misinformation era is kind of plateaued, and we're getting past it because people are kind of fucking tired of it because it can only go so far. It's driving people nuts. I'll give you an example. I go out to my uncle's house in Indiana. There's these people on the corner that have many flags. Trump 2020, Trump 24, the ones with him with the Rambo gun, all that shit. They're out of their minds. I went there last weekend. They're all down. And they still live there.
So it's like a fad. It's a fad.
Okay.
So I think people are like,
Did they buy the playing cards? Did they buy the Trump playing cards?
Sure, they had
the trade or Trump.
It's just all
trading
Trump cards. It's all Trump cards. You can't lose.
Oh God, I'm trumping my Trump card. Okay, so all right, so let's stick with politics for a little bit. Okay, so we elect governors, congresspeople, mayors, and we always wonder what are they doing, right? When they're making their laws, the stuff that they're doing, what kind of things? Is it mostly bullshit? Guess what? A lot of it is. We've got some new laws right here in Illinois, okay? And I think you guys will be entertained with some of the things that are new laws. Illinois now has a state snake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a trouser snake?
The one? Well, this one replaces the one-eyed
We've always
trouser
had
snake.
one. We've always had one on our flag.
Well, the one-eyed trouser snake. Yeah, but this one,
called
There is
Jake-
a flag
his-
on our
his
snake.
name's Jake.
Jake the snake.
There is a snake on our flag. I
Well,
said flag
whatever
on
it
our
is,
snake.
it's going to be a new one. It's going to be the Eastern milk snake. Yeah, Eastern milk snake.
Sounds
You're out of
indigenous.
your
I'm
mind.
sure it's indigenous
This
too.
is
Yeah.
what this.
I'm glad that's what the politicians are doing.
Yeah,
That's
this is our
awesome.
tax dollars, okay? Here in Illinois, and I wanted to look all over the place. We're going to celebrate Sweet Corn Appreciation Day, and we're gonna do a show for this. This is going
That's
to be big.
about time on this
August
one.
1st. Every August 1st
Hey,
is going to be Sweet Corn
It's my
Appreciation.
brother's birthday. He's gonna love that.
Oh my! What a lucky son of a bitch!
Damn, he always lucks out.
And we have a new state rock. New state rock. That was money well spent. Dolostone. It is not to be confused with the 1975 movie Dolomite.
Damn it! And that's my brother's birthstone. This is crazy.
It's like they were just. It's like they knew. They just. Knew, it's like they know
Yeah,
him.
This is me. Is it? Yeah, that's how stupid I am. Yeah. And then this one is my favorite. This is one of my favorites. This is what they did with our tax dollars and their time. They have a bill defining three things: a definition of a dentist, a dental hygienist, and a dental technician. Yeah. There is a bill that was passed. Money, time was spent defining those three things so that when you go to work every day, you can say the right thing.
See, whenever
Oh,
I
my
go to the
goodness.
dentist, I'm confused. Which
Yeah.
one are you again?
Yeah. Well,
What do you do?
it's worse if they're confused.
Well, don't forget the big one, the Safety Act, which I can't remember what the acronym is for. But long story short, it's basically supposedly pro criminal, where it eliminates cash bail when some folks are accused of crimes, and it lowers the penalty on other crimes. Like, for example, if someone who trespasses on your property who's quote unquote not being violent, they won't be arrested. They'll just be gently escorted off your property. Of course, they can return anytime they want, but they'll be given a citation. a citation.
like a certificate.
Yeah, a certificate,
Well,
a certificate of completion. Congratulations, you trespass. You completed the trespassing, and here you go. Yeah,
Well,
so-
see, here that bill is like a lot of bills, right? They're huge, like 1,000 pages, right?
Right,
All
right.
sorts of all sorts of things
Yeah.
stuffed in there, and each politician from either side will say one thing about it, and the other guy will say another thing about it, and they're pro and he's against it, and this and that, and you don't know what's bullshit and you could say what you want to say, and I could say what I want to say because I hear what I hear, you hear what you hear. The only way to fucking weed through the bullshit is take the goddamn bill and read it.
Yeah, but nobody's going to do
What
that.
did Nancy Pelosi say the one time? She goes, we'll pass the bill first, then we'll find out what's in it.
Yeah.
She actually said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
I mean,
Congress.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard guys say, "Oh, I voted for it because the lobbyist told me to vote for it." I don't know what's in it.
Sure.
Yeah, because they go, "Hey man, this allows people to somebody come up to them and say, hey, this allows people to dump toxins, double the amount of toxins in the lake right here." You go, "I didn't know that." And you're like, "Well, you fucking voted for it." You go, "Yeah, I didn't read it." Yeah, that's a real thing. That's what we're
Vote them out.
Yeah. Okay. So a couple more here. They have passed a bill for dementia training for seniors, but the problem is every time they announce a date for it, nobody shows up.
Dementia.
You said dimension or dementia?
Dementia.
Dementia.
Okay. Yeah. So that's kind of weird. And then this one is my favorite. This is a law. They passed a law that says you need a license to sell gas. You can't just go out on the corner like the ice cream man and sell gas. Yep.
That's new in Illinois right now?
Yeah, new in Illinois. You needed a law for that.
What about petrol?
Petrol is gas. It's just that's just what foreigners call gas, Ted.
Well, it's not defined.
Not that kind of gas.
Got to define it.
Methane
gas.
Here's what's great about Chicago is you don't need. We have the Great Lake, Michigan, which is awesome in the summertime. You don't need a license to drive a fucking boat. There's no test to drive a boat.
What? Yeah, no, you don't need just have a
No, you
couple
don't
of
need to know
beers.
anything about-
Yeah, you just throw a couple of beers down
Yeah.
and enjoy yourselves. Okay,
Let's loosen up on that.
you guys remember Boris Becker, the tennis player?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
He was number
so-
one in the world.
Yeah. So Boris Becker just went to prison for 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he declared bankruptcy when he wasn't really bankrupt. So
Okay.
I guess he was kind of lying.
Where is
And-
he in Germany?
Yeah, somewhere in some foreign country, like that. But he said, this is the funny part. He said that he got scared because he was watching a bunch of movies about prison, and he was nervous about what he was watching. So I had to do my research. I had to find out what he was watching to get him scared, and I found 3 of the movies that he watched. And I'll tell you right now, they're probably the 3 scariest movies. Here, you ready? The first one he watched was 2 Bunks, 3 Prisoners. Yeah, so that one was really scary. Dropping the Soap 3, It's a Gangbang,
Nice.
and Nightsticks During the Day.
See, you went in the wrong section of the.
No,
video
this
store.
this is what he watched.
Did you
This
go
is
through
why
the
he-
video store section where it's got the beads? You have to go in a separate room.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that where you found?
I mean, he could just watch Shawshank Redemption. What's
I
the
don't
one-
think
and
he told you the titles. You were looking for them.
And what's the one? What was the good one with Sylvester Stallone where Donald Sutherland's the warden? He has it in for the game or something like that. That was kind of a good movie.
Oh, I do kind of. Wait,
Yeah.
wasn't it the one where he fake went to jail?
No,
Wasn't
he
he
was
trying to-
No, that is a
he
good
was like a
movie.
good
Yeah,
guy,
it is a
but
good
yeah,
movie.
I can't remember what it was, but yeah, and then he made side deals with the prisoners, and then he would have them killed or something like that. So he was a really bad warden.
There's a good
but-
Tom Selleck one where he goes to jail. Innocent Man.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
That's when I was in love with Tom Selleck.
and he has such a lush mustache too.
Yeah.
So I mean, how can you not? Be?
Every day I was in college.
So
Every day at 4:00, almost every day at 4:00, I'd go down to the TV room. It was this room in the basement, like a study room, but a TV kind of room.
Yeah.
And I would watch. I'd watch
Prison
Magnum
films.
PI. No, I'd watch Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Right. And I got down there once, and somebody was down there watching. And this is how weird it was. I go, no. This is for Magnum PI only. And I remember there's a guy and a girl sitting there just watching TV, and the guy goes, "Oh, okay, turn it on." And they watched
Magnum PI.
watched Magnum PI. Just 1 hour of watching Magnum PI. Yeah. If you ever wonder how I'm, what fucked me up, it was probably the drugs in college.
You know what's a good idea? When it's a college football championship night, I think we should watch reruns of Magnum PI. We should insist that the main TV be Magnum PI.
on Monday, next Monday. Yeah.
Hold on a second. So
Kenny,
Teddy,
can you put on Magnum PI?
Let's tell that
so
story.
Teddy
Put
and
on
I,
BTV.
Teddy and I are in Dags on a Sunday watching football, right? And we got it's 3 TVs.
Do you realize we just made it through prison talk movies without mentioning Shawshank Redemption?
I just mentioned.
No, Teddy.
I just
Ted-
mentioned
Teddy
Shawshank.
mentioned it. You didn't. You just don't listen to what Ted says.
That's okay.
Did
yeah.
you say Shawshank?
He did.
I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah, he said it. But yeah, so we're in Dags watching football, and there's 3 TVs, and we do like 2 main games, and then we have Red Zone on, and we're in there, and Tony's there, the bartender, and everything's cool. And we get in there, and it's Sunday afternoon. And I said, we sit down. I'm like, hey man, can we get the Chargers on that? I love the Chargers. I'm like, can we get that on that? And can we get Red Zone over here? And Tony looks at me. He goes, that guy's watching I don't
It was
know,
like
Seinfeld.
no, it was a show where
Baywatch?
they reconstruct the cars. They take the old beat up
yes,
car
yeah.
and they
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a lot of there's a lot of welding going on. Yeah, so there's guys at the end of the bar with his significant other. This guy, he's like our age, but
Counts
he's
Customs or
he's
something.
wearing
Yeah.
like the jean jacket. He's dressed like a biker. He's got the rings. Obviously, it's a midlife crisis all the way. He's in full midlife crisis mode, and he's watching this and we're apparently helpless. We cannot change that channel. Like you cannot. I'm like, can we get the game on? And then there was a couple of guys sitting next to us, and they're just like, what the fuck, He's just like,
Yeah, and this guy, we're saying it plenty loud enough, like, oh, we're in a bar and you're watching TV, can't even fucking hear it, and blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he just completely ignores us, and it's
Yeah.
just
Was the volume up on that show?
No.
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
only football volume. But yeah, that was so.
I mean, he's probably the kind of guy who would park in a handicap spot and throw garbage out the window, and he's driving down the highway.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
He's probably that kind of guy.
wow.
We know what kind of guy. We all know that kind of guy.
that,
So
Teddy, that is a stretch of stretches. I cannot.
we have to assume the worst.
I'm terrified to go
Hopefully he's
there.
not a listener.
Oh, whoa! If you know what, and we love car shows so
do.
much, yeah.
And we love guys who want their car shows on.
Yeah.
All
Especially
the time.
especially in public during the height of the NFL season.
Yeah, son of a bitch. Okay, guys.
Well, I knew a guy that used to watch Baywatch and Speed Racer. Baywatch, Baywatch.
yeah.
So
well,
that
I
was
mean,
on like Friday. That was when it was on TV, like in the late '90s or whatever.
But he went to a bar.
Yeah, that had to
And he
be.
masturbated in the bar while he was
Baywatch
watching.
had. Dude, Baywatch was a very serious show.
Wait, wasn't that Pamela Anderson's?
Yeah,
I mean Anderson.
And that was what's his name, David Hasselhoff.
yeah, Hasselhoff.
yeah, he
so
was
he had to
pretty
have
hot for-
Baywatch
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
He and
Yeah, that
he was a big guy, so nobody argued with him.
Well,
He had his Baywatch on, and then there was another day in the week when he was always there, and he had to have Speed Racer on.
And so basically the whole bar was held hostage at the whim of this one guy.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
well, you know how you solve that problem? You spray
him?
you spray paint Napoleon on his car handle when he leaves the bar, and then he goes into ketoacidosis.
But luckily, it was
passes
like
away.
on odd nights. It
Is
wasn't
there
on.
something wrong with you, Ted?
I'm just offering simple solutions to
Jesus
problems.
Christ.
Now you know why I didn't hear Shawshank. I tune him out.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I would. You know what? I'm going to start tuning him out. All right, so listen,
People in the bar would have thanked me.
we got to get. Yeah, no,
Oh, okay, I was just kidding. Let's smear dog shit on his car handle. All right, so
hey,
he
where's
leaves
that guy
that?
where's that guy that always watches Seinfeld? I don't know, man. He walked out to his car. He started shaking and fell on the ground and dropped dead. Yeah. What happened after that? I don't know. Ted was laughing. That's all.
You know what happened is we turned on the NFL game and we were all happy.
Yeah, we all watched the Bears lose by 60. Woo!
Okay, I got the number one draft.
So now we got to talk about this because yesterday George Santos, Republican congressman from New York, took office, and I think he's going to be perfect for the job, right? I really do. But we kind of need to help him because he doesn't know the difference between lying and embellishing. Okay, so when you fill out your resume, because we all have heard about it, right? But he doesn't know that difference, and I think it would be helpful to help him learn the difference between embellishing and lying.
I think
Matt,
I know
what-
the difference. Could I help?
Yeah, what
okay.
is the
so
difference?
so I think embellishing means I went to Harvard, but I graduated first in my class. That's
Okay.
embellishing. When I really graduated 101st.
Right.
Lying means I went to Harvard, but I really went to Acme School of tool and die making or something. That's lying. So you're
Yeah.
just straight up lying. Yeah. So you're just Does that
Or
make
I
sense?
went to school,
Yeah.
but I really didn't go to school.
Right. Okay, so we got to help him out. So are you guys ready?
Yep, let's
I
do
want to go through some of the stuff he said on his resume, and I want you guys to see if you can turn it from a straight lie to a nice embellishment.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. He said at one point he owned 13 properties, but he actually owned 0. Teddy, turn that into an embellishment rather than a straight lie.
He had an option to buy 13 properties, and it just didn't go through. It's just business.
So the deal fell through.
It did fell through. Yeah.
He had offers out there, and they
Yeah,
didn't accept
yeah,
them.
Yeah, he had options to buy the properties, and for one reason or another, the contracts got canceled. So
The economy kind of turned.
the worm turned.
Okay. Mark, you like that one?
Yeah, that's actually perfect. That's what I was thinking too. It's better than when I was actually first thought of. Like I own you. You're just driving down the street and you go, I own that one. I own that one. I own that one. I own that one. I own that one.
Can we go
and then
inside
whoever's
and
next,
look?
Yeah,
No,
I
they
own
don't
them
want us
all
there.
already.
I
already own
I
them.
invented that.
It's like the guy that's I'm squishing your head.
like when Al Gore said I invented the internet. That was a good one.
You know what? Did he actually say that?
I think it could be.
No.
That could be
See,
misinformation
that's
too. We don't know.
No, he did say that, but he said it in the sense that he was part of the committee in Congress that wrote the sponsored the bill to approve it to what it is.
Oh,
so
okay.
they always talk like that in generalities. They always say that.
So without him, there would be
He
no
didn't
internet.
say I invented the
No.
internet,
Yeah.
but he said, whatever. I mean, that's how they talk. They all talk like that.
Right,
That one's
right.
hilarious because it's pretty.
That one is, that's funny. I never knew that.
Yeah, he was part of the. He sponsored the bill to take the internet to where it is. But so he.
Thank you, Al Gore.
Oh man! So Ted, you can stop saying that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Here you go. Here you go. Okay. Let's see. George Santos said he graduated from 3 different universities. The actual number is 0. How do you turn that from a lie into an embellishment?
That's a good one.
I was
He-
there.
He actually went to the schools, then they became discredited
Right,
while
he
he
could
was
say-
there.
he could say,
and he never graduated because that
he
actually
said-
happened. Actually happened to a school.
Yeah,
I
but
think
they were very. I think he went like New York University.
Did I put graduate? I was at the graduation.
party.
I didn't
Graduation party, yeah.
graduate. I was at the graduation.
I was invited to the graduation.
My buddy
party.
went
That's
there.
good,
All right. I got one right. I got this one. How about this? He attended school locally, and using his life experiences and hard work, carved out a nice living, thereby helping him get the American dream. Bam. And then you just leave it out. How do you like them?
Okay.
Okay. Again,
Pretty vague. That's pretty vague.
Well,
yeah.
that's we're again. We're not lying. At no point are we lying.
Mhm.
He did probably attend. Like he can just say, "Oh, when we talk about locally, I thought he meant 3rd grade." Yeah. I thought you
I mean,
meant 3rd
obviously,
grade.
he came from somewhere, Or the example is, I went to Harvard, but I worked in the cafeteria. I wasn't actually a student there.
This is
I went to Harvard. No, a lot. I sat on the
every day.
benches.
I was there 8 hours a day.
Yeah, sat on the benches
6
outside.
days a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
you think when he's putting this all together, he's with somebody and they say, "Whatever you do, man, don't tell the truth"?
I mean,
Because
yeah,
it seems like that is exactly what happened, right?
well, the truth is, he's done absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, the truth is, he's barely educated. He's barely ever worked. He hasn't really done anything.
So he's qualified to be a congressman, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
and
No, he's not because he admitted he lied.
no, that's
That
perfect.
disqualifies him right away.
Okay, here, try this one. He said he worked at Goldman Sachs and Citigroup. Complete lies.
Yep.
How do you turn that into an embellishment?
I invested in crypto one time, so I'm qualified to give financial advice.
Yeah, I mean,
I bought a mutual fund.
yeah, he was actually a customer service rep for a few months. That was it. Yeah, that's it. He just
For
worked
one
at
of those companies?
Neither one of those companies.
Okay.
Yeah, he just turned that into Goldman Sachs and Citigroup. Now, here's what I would say: if you just worked at if you just pick some place, I don't know, like instead of the top 5 most popular places, maybe pick like the 15th most popular financial institution, and they wouldn't check.
But you know how he got, how his excuse for those two lies were? He said, "Well, my family company did business with them and we were connected and I was involved in these transactions, so I technically was working on their behalf or for them." But even that's like a gray area because his family didn't have a fucking company that fucking did anything. So he took it to a whole nother level when he said that.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what
he's a
he-
bullshit artist. Now, this one is absolutely the one that I love so much.
Oh, it
He
gets
said
worse.
this is the best one. He says on his mom's side of the family had a Jewish background. Okay, so now he backtracked on this really fast once he got busted. So at one point he stood up and he said that he was Jewish. Okay, because his mom had a Jewish background. He says what he meant to say is he was Jewish. Yeah, which I guess means he's got a Jewish friend and he likes matzo ball soup. I don't know, but yeah, he literally told people that he was Jewish, but not
Probably
Jewish.
trying to get some street cred, I guess. I guess if you say you're Jewish, I don't know if that earns you political points these days. I have no idea. So
I'm sure.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I mean, why not say he's like Muslim or he's Catholic or Hindu? Why Jewish? I wonder
So
why I picked that one. So.
I'm gonna throw. Well, it's probably because he was looking towards to satisfy his some constituents or something. I mean, he had to reach out to somebody.
Yeah,
so
maybe his
he's trying
voters,
to, yeah,
maybe his
he's trying
voters
to
were
touch a
heavily
nerve
Jewish. Yeah,
on
so,
some folk.
so.
But I'm gonna make a prediction right here. First of the year,
Ooh.
I give him 7 days from right now. Today's the 4th. I bet by January 11th he's out.
You think so? They want him. They want him out, man.
I don't think they
7
can legally.
days.
I mean, but I think that
No,
let's just
he-
say they impeach you. I
no,
mean, there's
he
a procedure.
He broke a law in New York. He broke a federal law. You can't lie to the federal government on an application, and he lied.
Okay.
It's against the law to lie when the government asks there's a document from the government, and they give it to you and they say, "Here, fill this out." You can't lie on it.
Are you?
Well, you can't
wait,
lie. You just
are
can't
you
get
so
caught.
Naive?
You just can't get
Are you
caught.
so
yeah.
naive to think that people do that all the time?
But I'm not saying people don't do it.
He's not
It's
going
not
to get
right.
I don't
That's
think
what they're pinching them on.
I think the only way they're going to like unless like social media just bombards him and he just gets hassled too much.
No,
I don't
he
think
ain't, that motherfucker ain't leaving.
no, he's not leaving.
He ain't leaving.
Well, look-
He will be gone. I'm saying he's not leaving on his own
Yeah.
accord.
No, oh, no way he
No,
will.
he's going to be gone.
We
in
heard what
7
happened.
days.
So in California, you probably heard there's like a the L.A. like I don't know, they're called a committee or something, but they're obviously high-ranking like political officials that
I know what you're
control.
gonna say.
And so there was some. So I guess they're all the Hispanic, but there's blacks and Hispanics on the committee. But I guess the Hispanics were talking among each other behind closed doors, and somebody leaked audio footage of them talking among each other where they disparaged like the African American son who was adopted by one of like the gay members of the committee, and it got out, and obviously it spread like wildfire. So obviously they demanded that these people resign, and I think one of
yeah?
them did, but one of them didn't because he's making $230,000 a year.
Really?
And legally, they can scream at him and not listen to him, but I think his term doesn't run out for another year and a half. And honestly, if I were him, I wouldn't leave either because if it's that kind of money, I'll put up with a little verbal abuse. He's not going to make $230,000 for basically a useless position, I mean,
I
I'll
guess
sign
he's
up for
already
that
getting
deal.
shit on. He might as well get paid for it. Right?
Exactly. So they just won't reelect him. That would be the worst thing that'll happen to him. But hey, if I'm drawing $230,000 a year for basically scratching my ass every day and pretending I'm doing some work, sign me up. So
7 days. I don't know how. I don't know why. That's just 7 days. man.
days.
okay, it's
All
very
right,
specific.
we'll talk about it next
Hold
very
on.
specific.
Yeah. So hopefully, what we're doing our next show, January 10th on Tuesday, the day after the
that's
show.
6 days from now.
6 days from now. Well, you know what? It'll be in the making. It'll be in process, right? Okay. So speaking of shitheads, Donald Trump Jr. is selling combo Bibles and constitutions. Have you seen this?
No, I have not.
Yeah. It's a Bible with an American flag on it. Does that seem weird to you at all?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, and it's
weird,
got
no.
constitution. It's got like constitutional phrases and pages and that kind of stuff in it. I had to get online and take a look at it. Yeah, and you can actually. This is kind of funny. You can actually buy a 5-pack of Bibles. So you can have one or two, and then you can give them as gifts to people you obviously hate because it's a terrible gift. Could you imagine Merry Christmas and somebody like who is actually your friend gives you a Donald Trump Jr. American flag Bible?
Did he drop the A? It's just called America.
America. Flag. Yeah.
Well,
Teddy-
as ridiculous as that sound, I'm sure there's going to be the bad thing is there's going to be some people out there who legitimately buy into that, and for us it's like it would be like a gag gift, right? It would
Yeah.
just be funny, but I mean, but some people would actually take that at face value. That so he's basically melding together, American quote unquote America with the Bible, and that just gets people more confused, So because obviously, not all, but some of his base is obviously very
religious.
rabid and very
But isn't that weird? Because
but
I don't think of the Bible as being American.
But can I
No, of
say?
course not.
Can I say
It's not-
this?
it's not-
What
No.
he's doing is perfectly in line with what he does. They just took somebody else's idea. This is not something new. It's not a new concept. Somebody else was doing this. So they're
American flag
grifters.
Bibles?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
This is being done by. It's just funny.
Yeah,
They
but
just-
no, but it makes
they're
perfect
putting
sense.
their name on it and they're
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah.
Now they're doing it. So now they're trying to.
But it makes
they're making money off.
It makes
They're trying
perfect
to make
sense.
money
So
off somebody else's idea.
He's marketing to a segment of the population that's very patriotic,
Right.
with America, which is good, and obviously very religious. And now he's just combining the two into one. So it's like a one-stop shop.
Right, and next week they're coming out with the wheel.
American wheel.
American
Is
wheels.
it more roundier?
Right.
Is it way more roundier?
goes way faster than those other wheels.
Okay, so you guys, I don't know if you guys heard this, but some Russian people were recently talking to Germany about getting Germany into the war to support Russia against the Ukraine. You guys hear about
No, I
this?
didn't hear about that.
No.
Interesting.
You did not?
No.
No.
Oh man, Vladi, and I call him Vladi because we're friends. Yeah, this is what I would say to him, dude. You picked a country that's 0-2 in world wars.
Yeah.
Do you really think Germany's just going to get involved in another war and go 0-3?
You're talking about Putin.
Yeah.
You scared me. I thought you were talking about Vladi Divac. I love that guy, man. I'm like, what's he doing
Is he-
involved in this?
is he
He's like
Ukrainian?
Yugoslavian.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, he's Yugoslav. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, don't you
I am
go
no longer irritating.
if you're Putin? Don't you go for a country that's won a couple of wars? I mean, or at least split. I mean, you don't go for an ofer, man. You just don't. You just don't go for an offer.
Well, I guess my question is like, so the U.S. is
Don't go for
the
an
U.S.
offer.
is given I don't know how much money to the Ukraine, and if you probably remember, like so
Hundreds,
50,000, something like
yeah.
that.
Billions.
Yeah.
Hundreds of
So
thousands.
Zelensky,
Hundreds of
so,
thousands, right?
Zelensky, I guess who's the president of Ukraine, went to the U.S. Congress to plead his case. So basically, he was there to beg for more money. He's like, "We need your help," and everybody in Congress,
Germany.
and
That's
everybody,
not why he was
but,
there.
No, but I'm saying everybody in Congress stood up like obedient steels and clapped for him like this, like he was the second coming of the Messiah or something. And like I said, I mean, with these countries, I'm not just saying Ukraine, but like Afghanistan, where we've spent tens of billions of dollars over years, are corrupt countries where, yeah, maybe some of that money is going to go to military spending, but I guarantee you some of that money is just going to disappear, and it's going to go to the powerful families in the Ukraine and never to be seen from again. But yet you can't send the American people, you can't build the roads and infrastructure. We need to talk about that for the next 6 years. We can't do certain things here. But yeah, when someone's so basically just rename yourself Ukraine and you'll get $1 billion, right?
Well, we're not giving the Ukraine cash.
Oh, we're giving them.
We're pledging them a
we're
dollar support.
pledging them.
We're giving them
allegiance.
WIC cards. Yeah, they can get all these cigarettes. Yeah. They can go to the commissary and get all the cigarettes.
Because those
and
things are
beer.
still available there.
Yeah.
They're bombing everything with the
All right.
If I were Poland, I'd be worried because Poland's on the border of Ukraine. I mean, because basically Russia, it's Russia, Ukraine. Then I think Poland's like right there. So poor Poland, they're always on the receiving end of a lot of.
They're always on the ass end. Okay,
Yeah.
Teddy, could I get you a new job? If I could find you a new job that would pay a lot of money,
more
There-
than this one.
there's a little bit of risk, but if I could, would you take it?
Do I get to guess what it is, or you're going to tell me what it is?
Well, I mean, if you want to guess, I can just tell you what it is.
Ice road trucker, crab fisherman, lumberjack.
He's on
No,
Discovery
no,
Channel way too
no,
much.
and
Those
no.
are all Discovery Channel shows, Ted.
No, and it's not Parking Wars or whatever or
Storage
storage
Wars.
Wars. Yeah, where
sure.
you go buy a storage unit.
Ted's
No.
going to work with Mike Rowe on Dirty Jobs.
Oh man, I saw one where he stuck his hand in a cow's ass
Yeah.
in order to. I guess he goes through the ass to inseminate a cow. It was fucking gross. Okay, so you guys probably heard over the weekend that Russian troops were killed when their barracks blew up. Right? You guys heard about
Yeah, I
this?
heard about
Yes.
that. I think
Okay.
89 troops were killed.
Yeah. So I guess the deal was they
more than that.
stored
Yeah.
stored the ammunition in the barracks so that
Smart.
so that the guys could get to their ammunition quickly.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they're like that guy that stuck it up his butt.
Yeah.
No.
And so I think
We ran out of room for this.
So didn't the
No,
Ukraine
we
did the
didn't.
Ukrainians do like a drone attack on that? Right? Is that
Yeah,
what?
so they dropped a couple of rockets, and I
Yeah.
guess it blew up the ammunition, and all these people died.
Yeah.
and Russia's really pissed off. Okay, now
Yeah.
you were in the Air Force.
Yeah.
So what if we got you a job as kind of like a consultant,
Mm-hmm.
and all you had to do was remind them one simple thing: don't put the bombs by the people.
Wait, he's going to be working for the Russians?
Hey, listen, hold on a second. Don't say it like that. A job's a job, man.
Okay.
No, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if I was a consultant, yeah, I mean, they just got to use some common sense approach. I mean, sure, I'd probably take that job. I mean,
Okay, I mean there'd be a couple of drawbacks. I'm assuming if you did it wrong, Putin would have you killed. Like I mean, I can't even tell you how many people he's already had killed. Right? I mean,
Ted, I got a
I'd
good
have
name
it-
for
I'd
you.
have
I got a
it- I'd
good
have
name
written
for
in my
your
contract
company.
that I don't, yeah.
I got Halliburton.
Yeah.
Just call your
Blackhawk. Blackhawk. Yeah.
So here are the key things, right? The key things you want to keep aware of. Keep the ammunition away from sleepy places.
Yeah.
Okay. Hand grenades aren't toys, and the barrel of your gun is a bad place to put peanuts for later.
Oh, and no cell phones either.
No, what's the matter with cell phones?
Well, that's what gave them. That's how they knew where they were and what was going on.
Oh,
The
my
Ukraine's
God.
been using. They've been. Everyone's got a cell phone, including the soldiers. And
Yeah.
So they've been using their cell phones
Sure.
to figure what they're doing, where they're at, all that shit. So
Interesting. Yeah. So just making this like 101 mistakes, right? You're trying to, you got
So
the enemy.
So
Yeah.
the other thing too is when Russia started to invade, they were going after all the civilians and they were taking everything. And the first thing they would take is their cell phones. So what the civilians were doing was giving them their cell phones
And then doing the Find My Cell Phone app.
Find My
and
Phone
they
app.
could, and then they would
Interesting.
and then the soldiers, they would ask for their code so they can get in their cell phones. So now the Russian soldiers have phones,
Right.
and they were actually making calls on those phones. So the Ukraine, the Ukrainian citizens were giving the military all their numbers and all that
Yeah,
stuff. So
sure.
it was this happened at the very beginning of the war. So they knew, the soldiers were actually communicating with their superiors on these phones.
Wait a minute.
An unsecured line on
Have the
civilian phones.
Ukrainian people been without pornography for this long? I had no idea it was
They
this
do
bad.
call them cell phones. You call them
porn machines.
Porn machines,
Yeah,
right.
porn machines. I mean, listen. You can listen. I can call a rabbit a kangaroo because it hops, but you know what?
Hey, I did that today.
I know he's.
Well, so, the problem with Putin
Hey,
is,
that kangaroo stole my ball.
the problem with Putin or anybody who's like when one person is like so powerful, everybody's scared shitless of him. So like when things are going badly for him, which actually is to Ukraine's advantage, they're scared to tell him because he's probably going to have whoever's giving him the
He's already
information.
killed a ton of people. Too.
Yeah, or
7
people
days.
fall out window. People fall out windows. People fall out windows.
Putin's gonna be dead in 7 days.
Is it going to be like they're going to do a
Holy
they're going
shit,
to do a
That's my twofer.
they're going to do a they're going to do a Stalin on me. They're going to find him with a warfarin
Just don't
overdose.
have you heard how many times they've tried to assassinate him already?
No, I haven't heard.
Since it started.
I'm guessing dozens.
Yeah.
Who's they?
Well,
I would guess. Let's see. He's the devil, so I would guess angels. I don't. I have no idea. Yeah. I mean, it's got to be tough. That's got to be a tough gig, right? I mean, you know that everybody's trying to kill you, and you know that the guys in your community there.
Yeah.
If someone gave them, I mean, if you walked up to one of the guys closest to Putin and you gave him, you said, "Here's $20 million bucks. I'm going to press the button, man. It's going into your account." I just need you to do. I just need you to walk up and do this, or get him right here, and then you got $20 million bucks.
the problem is he puts the people around him have something to lose. There's nobody around him that doesn't have anything to lose. You know what I mean?
Oh, the
These
porn
are
machines.
these are guys with lots of porn machines and and they got big families. These are not throwaway people. So Putin makes sure that
Because
everybody
because,
around him has something
because
to
somebody
lose.
somebody has to be supporting him. Because like I said, he's a 70-year-old
so he
man.
can hold it against them.
He's
I mean,
it's a
gonna,
70-year-old man.
So this is like it's like an East LA gang. That's what you're saying. So Putin
Yeah.
runs it like a
like
gang,
the Bloods. Yeah.
like the Bloods and the
like the mafia.
Don't leave the Crips
like
out.
the mafia. He's the Godfather. He's got his lieutenants and his dons under him.
Oh, so when the guy walks in, you're just like, oh, everything's good. Yeah, your wife and kids are over there at the mall right now. And you're just like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he rules like most dictators. He rules through fear and intimidation, and then his critics mysteriously die under,
What?
under mysterious
Wait, he said
circumstances.
the Russian people love him. I saw him.
Oh,
He was on a horse with no shirt on.
He has
that
a
was
that's
awesome.
right. He has a
That's the
99%.
first.
He has a 99% approval rating, of course. So.
Oh my God. Okay. Our friend Tucker Carlson is at it again. Did you guys know that?
No, what's he saying?
Now, for a guy who allegedly likes women, he has a very funny way of showing it. A while back, he posted online that women shouldn't be able to serve in the armed forces.
in any capacity, not
In
even
any capacity.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay,
he had three major problems with women serving in the armed forces, and he was outraged by these three things. Number one, maternity flight suits for pregnant women. Yeah. No, I'm serious. He had a problem with this. He did not think. Yeah, he did not think it was right that pregnant women, because they would be, all disordered and chaotic because they'd be thinking about their baby
and lactating and all that stuff.
Yep. The new hairstyles, because they obviously don't want, women don't want to have to shave their heads, right? And now guys, I guess, don't shave their heads,
Only
and
in boot
he's really
camp.
pissed about
Only in
that.
boot camp. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's also, the third thing is he's super pissed that women are gross and they ruin a room full of hot guys.
Wow, that's
That was
pretty
his
vague.
words.
That's pretty
Listen,
vague.
his words, not mine.
That's pretty vague.
So that's the three major problems he has.
So you must have seen Maverick like 50 times then, right?
Oh my God! You listen to me. You
G.I.
listen-
Jane. He doesn't
Yeah.
like that movie. He
Worst
probably
movie,
loves that movie.
worst movie of all time. Yeah, he's locked in a room. When he's done on Fox, he goes
Wasn't
back to his
Jada
house.
Pickett Smith in that movie?
No.
Oh, that's why he got slapped. Never mind.
No, that was
what do you
Demi
call-
Moore. That was Demi Moore.
I know.
Dude, she
I know.
still looked good with a shaved head.
She was beautiful.
It's alopecia, man. It's not a shaved
She
head.
was
No,
beautiful.
Demi Moore, not.
I love that. That was a great turn.
So I guess there was a major general.
She had a
His-
boob job, by the way, Demi Moore.
great, they look great, fantastic. They're real and they're fake and they're
Because
spectacular.
remember that movie? What was it?
the
movie-
strippers one.
No, she was actually in a movie. Was on the beach. Was it Blame It on Rio or?
What?
She was in a movie when she was in her 20s.
Yeah, she had a run. She had a run
and
back when she was.
She was
in her
kind of
20s.
flat chested.
Yeah.
And then when she got famous, she's.
Listen, I have no problem with that.
I don't either. No.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
all
either.
for it.
But we're talking about G.I. Jane and appearance changing. And,
That was kind of a cutting edge movie at the time. I mean, like a woman in Navy SEAL training.
I
That
never
was pretty
saw
good.
that movie, but
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
should see
actually
it. You should
really
see it.
good.
Vito Morganson. Vito Morgansen's like the instructor. Yeah, you should see that movie. It's pretty good,
I
actually.
should see it.
Yeah, it's actually
It's a really good movie, yeah.
it's actually pretty interesting. Okay, so a major general, Patrick Donahoe, he basically told Tucker. Now he got into a little spat with Tucker, social media, and he said he knows nothing. He keeps opinions to himself, and he called him out on a couple of things. And then they were not going to give this guy his pension. were investigating him, and they were almost not going to let him retire.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, I can't remember what it was about.
Yeah,
but
I guess he retired. What do you call it? With
full benefits.
Yeah,
whatever,
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they were doing an investigation, and they were saying that because of the stuff he was, this thing that they were thinking about taking away his pension and everything because of Tucker, because he got into this with Tucker Carlson, saying it's like, hey man, we don't take advice, we don't take personnel advice from talk show hosts.
Yeah, that's just pretty benign. That makes
Well,
perfect seems
the
common
other
sense.
stuff he said was pretty intense.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah, but
he was very upset.
But it's kind of like you have to use your best judgment. If you're close to retirement or just about to retire, and someone's actually going on a nationally syndicated show with millions of listeners, and it's a very touchy subject, chances are you're going to say something incendiary. So that's his fault for doing that. That's his fault for doing. He should just said no. I'm not. I have no comment.
Yeah,
I'm not going on your show.
Well, he probably couldn't help himself.
Yeah.
No, but and then Tucker, as soon as Donahoe says something, Tucker sent something right back. Tucker said that the military is soft, and then to accentuate his point, he sent the general several dick pics. Yeah, to really make it stand out.
Yeah, well,
that's the way Tucker rolls,
Had it
man.
coming.
He when he's got that platform, he can really deliver. He can really deliver the goods.
By platform, you mean like a cell phone with a camera? He's delivering the goods.
All right. Listen, I want to end it with this because I'm saving this because I think this is one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life. You know that the Republicans are having trouble finding a Speaker of the House.
Oh yeah, it's the funniest thing. So I just read today that what's his McCarthy.
Kevin
McCarthy.
Yeah. So this is the fifth vote they took where
six now.
Six, yeah. So he didn't get elected speaker because I guess there's like a hardcore wing of the Republican Party that just doesn't want him in there because they thought his election there was going to be a foregone conclusion. So it's kind of comical that he's still stalled.
At some point, he is going to say that it's rigged, right, and that the election machines are.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
That's what you can't do with this, right? It's
I'm waiting.
It's out there,
Yeah. What the hell? I mean, it's obviously rigged. I can't believe he's not saying this.
So what were you going to say about this?
Oh no! I just.
Do you know? So I read today. Then this is funny shit. So right after November elections, when the Republicans took back the House, his website said, Speaker-elect Kevin McCarthy. So they changed his title from representative to Speaker-elect.
Yeah, and I think one of the senators, Matt Gaetz, was pissed about that. He basically said, and I'm quoting, like McCarthy, he's basically squatting in the speaker's position, and he didn't even earn it yet.
It goes even further than that.
He's calling himself the speaker.
So last week, he started moving into the speaker's office.
Oh no!
Without actually being elected,
he literally had furniture being moved and moving his things from his office into the speaker's office.
Let's knock down this Fargan wall this Fargan wall.
So it's like I didn't get the promotion, but I won the office anyway. They're like, oh, by the way, you didn't get the job. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Those business cards you ordered, you're going to need to throw those away.
That's where those squatting jokes are coming from now, because he literally has some of his personal items in that office already.
That's pretty funny.
Oh my God! Well, he
called dibs.
You know why all this is coming from, right? Because he badmouthed our Lord and Savior Donald, and he is now excommunicated from the party. Okay. Yeah, and all the people that are excommunicating him, all people we've talked about on the show, Lauren Boebert, Jim Jordan, Matt Gaetz, our very own Mary Miller. Yeah, who
Jim Jordan told Matt Gaetz, "Don't nominate me. I do not want the position." He fucking nominates him.
Oh man, they don't want anybody digging in there. It's enough. I mean, I can't believe Matt Gaetz is still he's still here.
7 days. That motherfucker. Hey, that's crazy. I don't care. That dude should be in jail.
Yeah, absolutely,
dude. That is some bad shit. And I'm not sure what he's got on his friend that's keeping him from. I guess his friend ratted on him and said some shit.
I thought we're all equal under the eyes of the law. No one. That's what they tell us every day. No one is above the law.
15-year-old girl.
There
are some people above the law.
He crossed a state line to have sex with a underage prostitute. Yeah. Allegedly. Yeah. Teddy. It's bad news. We talked about this. Yeah. I know you don't remember.
No, that was national news. Yeah. That was national news.
And here's my favorite. So Marjorie Taylor Greene. I said Margie Jellybean. That's what I like to call her. She was actually not against him, okay? But here's the reason why. She's pissed that when they were kind of like talking to McCarthy and trying to get stuff, those guys, Boebert and Jordan and Gaetz, they didn't like get her anything when they were doing their negotiations. She didn't get anything, so now she's pissed. So now she's not going to hold out, and she is going to vote for McCarthy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
To punish them.
Because she didn't get anything when they were trying to get stuff in the negotiations.
So she'll show them. Okay, good.
isn't that crazy?
It's like romper room over there.
I was going to say, it's like kindergarten. Is this really?
This is, dude, this all happens. Every part of this happens. And I want to share something with you real fast. And I think I mentioned this before for our state senator, Mary Miller. This is funny because I had to look her up because I wanted to look up all the people that were supporting or not voting for McCarthy, all the Republicans. I did not know this. She gave a speech a while back that said she agreed with Hitler, okay, that in order to move our country forward, we had to win the hearts and minds of the children to be a better Reichstag. Oh, I'm sorry, to be a better country.
She could have just said that without like mentioning that name.
She's a horrible person.
You could have just said you could have just said we need to win hearts and minds without actually saying, because I think a lot of countries do that. They want, obviously you want to win the hearts and minds of your population so they support you. You don't actually have to quote.
But Ted, where does the hearts and minds come from? It comes from that swell guy Hitler, man. Sure, were there some bad things? Of course there were. We've talked about all of them. I think.
Let's quote one of the biggest mass murderers in world history.
Sarcastic.
Yes, of course we're being sarcastic.
But I agree. I mean, I don't know who in their right mind would speak like that, let alone speak like that on a platform that she has as a representative of people.
Well, here's the big takeaway. How dysfunctional is Congress if you elect that guy Santos? I mean, obviously he did all these bad things. None of it mattered. He still got elected. Now what become? No,
well,
what?
It
I'm saying
sounded
how many
like
people
he
elected?
was-
How many people do you think vote in that district?
I don't know, but he
Five.
sounded like he
It's
was
got to be tiny.
Yeah.
Teddy. He sounded like he was super qualified.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, he did. If you just read his resume, he was qualified.
Yeah, but I mean, the funniest thing about Santos is I can't believe there's nobody in the Republican Party in New York that doesn't vet anything that was said. I mean, how do you
the
do
guy was
that?
married to a woman in 2020 up until 2020. He just got divorced 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Less than 2 years ago.
Well, here I can tell you. Hold on, I can tell you a funny story about that. I worked with a guy at my school. Okay, and I'll just say his name was Charlie. Okay,
I love
and
Charlie.
he was slightly effeminate, but he was married with 2 kids and for a long time. Okay, and just a regular guy, And we went out. We left one weekend on Friday.
Just
and
you and
Charlie.
him?
Charlie was just no. I mean, talking about we everybody went their separate ways, and he was just a regular guy, regular haircut, regular clothes, kind of thing. He came back on Monday, and he had spiked bleach blonde hair. All his hair is bleached white, spiked up. He wore some funky Hawaiian shirts, and he told everybody that he's gay. Just that change from Friday to Monday.
So
that
how old
happens.
was he?
That
How old
happens.
is he?
I'm going to say he's about 35 at the time.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably. I mean, obviously those feelings were probably there a long time, and he just decided to just blot the
obviously.
flower just bloomed over that weekend.
But somebody tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Dude, it's okay to be gay, but you don't have to dress like that. You don't need to do."
Listen, and here's the funny thing. Everybody liked him. He's a nice guy. When he came out, he became so annoying. He couldn't stop telling
I'm
everyone.
picturing like Peter Griffin, the Family
Yes,
Guy, when
he
he
turns-
turned gay.
Yeah, he was the most annoying human
Yeah.
being.
Why?
I have-
Because what was he discussing?
he
after
couldn't
came out?
everything that was brought up. He had to turn it to him coming out and doing all this stuff, and it was a year later, and everyone fucking hated him. He
That
actually
sucks.
quit
Yeah, that stinks.
because he was just so annoying. But he wasn't. Listen, that Friday, not annoying at all.
Yeah.
And again, don't care if you're gay, straight, whatever. Just it can equate to like I don't know. One day we're eating something and somebody didn't got their lunch wrong, like their lunch order wrong, and somehow he turned it around to him coming out.
Made it all about him.
Yeah. And I'm just like, and so finally I'm just like, hey man, it's some fucking French fries. They're just French fries that weren't there.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do. They weren't gay French fries. They weren't straight French fries. They're just French fries, man. I'm like, just let it go.
Well, you
nothing
know,
to do with
you know what I would just tell people like that, or just people who are hung up on whatever they're hung up on, and be like, here's the thing. You know what? Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit about you that much as you do, and that's and we, and I'm saying that in the nicest way possible. Nobody cares what you do behind closed doors with whomever you do it. So. I'm worried about myself. I'm not worried about your sex life. I'm worried about my
I'm
sex
actually
life.
worried about what you do behind closed doors.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah.
fucking terrifying.
Especially closed
I can
car
close.
doors.
I can close the door right now.
Well, now that I know that people sit in their cars and jerk off, yeah, fucking that was, man, that's the one thing I wish Elizabeth had never ever. Because now I sit at a stoplight and I look over and I'm just like, where is this guy's fucking hands?
Do you remember it was a thing in L.A. when I said that women masturbating in cars on the 101 or whatever it is in L.A. It was a big thing, like in the 90s,
How would you know that?
Because I don't remember. I don't remember the details.
No, but I mean, like,
it was
how
on
would-
every late night show. They were always talking about women. It became a thing, and all the women were trying to get away with it. But it turns out, I don't know. They were just all masturbating.
I mean, I don't think masturbation's a fad. So if it was going on in the
Any
90s,
woman that was
it is-
smiling
it is
while
a
she was
fad,
driving.
Oh, it's fad. Just-
Yeah,
Nobody
total
can be
fad.
that happy in traffic. She's masturbating.
She doesn't even work. She just gets on the highway at
Where are you
4
going?
o'clock.
Honey? I'm
you
going
know
to
what-
masturbate.
No, but you know what is funny, and I'm not thinking it's like masturbation, but like I'll pull into work or something, or just anywhere, and like you see somebody
Oh,
pull
please
in,
don't say it.
you see somebody pull in, and they just spend like instead of just getting out of the car and going to where they're gonna go, they just spend all that time in the car.
Are you
That's
kidding me?
what
That's you, Ted.
You do.
That's you.
I'm talking about when I go to work. I just get out of the car and go
Oh,
to work.
yeah, okay.
Go get a car and go to work. Like what are you
Get
doing in
it,
that car?
over with.
Ted,
yeah.
anyone who knows you knows that you pull up someplace, you stop, and then you just sit there for 10, 15, 20 minutes. We always wonder. Stan and I were sitting in the bar waiting for you, and I'm like, what do you think Ted's doing? He goes, well, he probably pulled in about 20 minutes ago, and he's just finishing. And I'm like, finishing what? He goes, whatever Ted does. And I go, we should walk out to the parking lot to go see. And Stan says, do you really want that in your brain forever? Whatever he might be doing, do you want that in your
He's
brain?
listening to WGN. He's waiting for the segment to end.
You're the only one here that listens to the radio, by the way. You're the only person I know. You're the only person I know.
What do you
who's
listen
the-
to in the car?
Who's the most popular
Satellite?
DJ? Who's the most popular DJ right now in Chicago? I have not listened to the radio in
I don't.
years.
There's no.
Is there like
DJs
is there like
now.
someone like
I listen to
Mancow
music or
or somebody?
books.
No, there's
man.
there's no talk show. There's no talk radio anymore like that on the FM.
No,
I
you
mean,
don't.
is there any more
There's no
Opie and
morning zoos or anything.
You
like
don't need
that.
it. You have the real Three Idiots.
That's right. No, but there's no more. Is like Howard Stern still on the air?
He's on Sirius. Yeah.
Okay, and then Mancow or Opie and Anthony. I think
No.
those
Teddy,
guys are gone. All right, yeah.
No
I'm
idea.
a dinosaur, right? I listen to radio,
Yeah,
and,
you
I
do.
and I get the paper delivered to my house.
There you go.
Oh man,
That's insane, right?
that is crazy.
Do you know how expensive people in the world? Does anybody know how expensive the Chicago Tribune is?
No, I
$5 for the Sunday paper. I haven't read that paper in years. So.
$5?
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I have no idea. It's
I'm
a pretty
afraid
it's a
to
pretty,
look.
It's a
but
pretty thick paper.
It's
It's a pretty
the
thick paper.
Sunday
No, it's
Tribune
not.
is over $3, and like
It's super small now, right?
No, that's probably the biggest one. Mondays and Wednesdays are probably the smallest newspapers. It's like nothing, but it's still like $2.
I feel like how does a newspaper even work? It's like anything that they put out is
It's
already
been
so
out. I know,
old.
I know.
But you know the
right?
funny thing is, I went to a 7-Eleven a few days ago to like private buy a lottery ticket like in the morning, and of course there was like an older gentleman like in his 70s, and he actually bought like a newspaper. I'm like,
Well, you know
I've
what?
never seen.
You know what
I
I
haven't seen
like?
people
I'm
buy
like
newspapers in
actually.
years.
There's a lot of things in the paper that you're not going to get anywhere else because they still do have some journalists, and they are writing about things that aren't necessarily out there on every platform. So I feel like I'm sometimes the smartest guy in the room.
Sometimes, like when you're by
And
yourself.
then when I look
or-
at how much I paid for that fucking paper for that one goddamn article, and everything else I know, now I feel.
Hey,
pretty
listen
stupid.
here. I'll tell you right now. If you write for a paper and you're listening, hit us up and we'll have you on. I want to know how it works anymore because I haven't looked at a newspaper in
But I have picked up a
10
paper.
years.
They're all owned by one company now.
Yeah,
New-
that's true.
Newspaper Inc. Yeah, that's great. Then that means the news is going to be really.
That's
It's
what's
going to be really
happening. Yeah,
good
I mean,
stuff.
There's like one. I mean, like I don't know, like Cox or somebody's buying every newspaper. Tribune just sold last year.
Yeah, but that doesn't help because then the
It
news
doesn't help. They fired everybody. They're trying to. Yeah.
Yeah, but then the news is controlled. All that media is controlled by one person
Yeah.
and one group
Me,
or one
because
idea.
I'm the CEO of Twitter now.
Man,
Did I get the
cannot-
job?
Yeah. You got. Hold on a second. Let me check my phone.
Actually, I think
Yep,
two people
you
have
got it.
applied to be the CEO of
That,
Twitter. I
that
think
was Matt knocking on the table.
so. One guy was like an Indian guy from somewhere, and then
Yeah.
another there was like a woman, like a TikTok influencer.
It
or
was
something.
that was bullshit. That was just that was a gag.
That was misinformation.
That was
Oh,
a gag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she did a whole thing. She was a kind of like a comedian, but she kind of did a whole thing where she like got the job already, and she was already basically doing the job.
Oh,
and
that's
it was
fucking great.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I was looking it up. I'm like, Twitter doesn't have a CEO yet.
That's
And yeah,
awesome.
and this chick, it was actually pretty.
She's
yeah.
going to work and everything.
Yeah, she sent out memos and all that stuff.
I actually want to know. I actually just want to see like if that like what's the job description of the Twitter CEO? Well, like what do you do every
What
day?
do
You come to
do?
the office.
I
What
know.
know.
I mean, obviously, make sure that people are tweeting.
tweeting?
I don't know. Make
Yeah.
sure that something inflammatory comes out so everybody can react, right? Because that's all
Yeah.
it really is.
I have noticed on Twitter though, a lot of the ads, they don't look like ads now. They look like somebody
Yeah.
on your feed
doing it.
just
Yeah.
talking, and you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yep.
But it's an ad, but it doesn't say ad up there. So then if you click and it says not interested in this ad, then you can opt out of it.
Oh.
But it's just, it looks like as if like it's your face and then you're saying something.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But it's an actual
So
advertisement.
it's a bot.
Yeah.
Bot.
No.
No,
They
it's like
they make it seem like it's part of the
Oh.
content,
Right.
I
and
see.
not an advertisement.
Right. It's like somebody. It looks like somebody that you're not following, but somebody retweeted something, and you start looking at it, and you go, and you look at it again, and you're like, fuck, this is an ad. And like,
That's how they probably. That's how they probably.
what was that? I think I just got electrocuted.
Okay. Are you dead?
First day on the job.
First day of the job. Oh God! Look at New Year, new electrocution. All right. Let's put a fork in this thing. Because all good things, we can't let it run 2.5 hours.
Let's
like
be
the
honest. Let's put a
extravaganza.
fork in this thing because the Howard Street Inn is waiting for us.
Yeah. I haven't had any alcohol or drugs.
My water's gone.
Yeah. Oh, that's sad. All right, so
Ted broke his water.
Now I gotta pee.
Ted broke his water. That is, you know what? That's probably the most water I've ever seen you drink in my life. 1 glass.
I've drank water before, just not in front of you.
You
You know,
liar.
so-
I've
I've drunken.
I've killed lots
I'm
of people.
drinking.
Ted. All right, Teddy. Last thoughts that you want to leave everybody with on this first show of the new year.
Hey, it's good to be back for a show of 2023. Looking forward to many more, and probably a hole-in-one in Arizona. So someone's not going to be really happy when we get back. Sorry.
I wouldn't worry about it, Teddy. All right, Mark.
Well,
Last
I
thoughts.
have some final thoughts.
Well,
I don't want any last
That
thoughts.
was
My
great.
final
I-
thoughts
I
of
don't
the
think-
show. I mean, I don't
Great
think.
final.
I think we need to drink. I think we need to get back to our roots.
Okay. I mean, I think, you know what? I'm kind of torn because when Teddy drinks, 2 things happen. 1, he starts saying really stupid shit.
Yeah.
Or 2, he gets super drunk, doesn't say anything, mumbles some stuff, and starts playing on his phone. So there's got to be that happy medium.
Well, we'll see what the listener poll. We'll put a poll out there and see what they say.
Ooh.
Actually, I'm looking
nice.
forward to like I said, getting feedback from the audience out there about topics to discuss, tips to discuss.
Yeah, Ted.
Because I just want to turn my brain off and just follow
the-
other people's suggestions.
For the 8 millionth time, we get tons of it. I tell it to you all the time, and you don't remember.
Write it down.
I
Text
can't,
it to
I
me.
can't tell if Ted's short-term or long-term
Right.
memory, they both suck.
But this is not the first show that I haven't drank on. There's been several shows where I'm drinking non-alcoholic beer, and Ted didn't even notice.
I didn't know.
Seriously, right?
They-
Matt caught me.
They still make that?
Non-alcoholic beer. What is that, like spaghetti sauce made from like plums?
Right.
What the fuck is
It's orange juice fermented in the sink with cornflakes. I don't know what it is. It's you soak it overnight.
that is terrifying. All right. Man, we're going to wrap this thing up. It's great to be back. Show number 51, year number 2. Man, I am so stoked.
51.
We got so much stuff coming up.
Butkus.
We've got some people coming up, some very interesting things we're going to talk about. We're going to enjoy it. Send us on our website, The Real 3 Idiots, the number 3, on our TikTok, on our Instagram, on our Facebook. Send us. If you want Teddy to give a tip, tell us what you want to tip, and we will actually, I don't know, write it down and, like, I don't know, scratch it into his arm or something.
Put a ring on it. You know, we'll comply with your wishes.
Yeah, because texting
reason, within reason.
Because telling him in person 3 times and texting him clearly isn't enough for him to remember what it was.
On the website, too, speaking of remembering things, we're going to put a composite list together of every guest that we've had on the show.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to have a rundown of what happened in the past 50 episodes with all of our guests from all over the world, from fucking Iceland to Nebraska to
Greenland. Sorry.
Did I say green? No,
No,
I
you
was
said
right.
Iceland.
You were wrong. I was.
No.
And so we're going to do that, and we're also going to have some pictures on there.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a lot of photos uploaded that are more accessible than social media that come and go and stuff like that. So the website's going to be loaded within the next, 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So keep thereal3idiots.com. Keep checking it.
All right. Enjoy, and we will see everybody next week.